but only if you add me in your tournament.
Have a high ceiling. I believe
It's good thinking. It's good thinking.
The question is, can they get it done as a team?
We made it to the game. Before we see them go ahead and ban Groot and Loki, let's
100 Thieves is going to ban Groot. They're going to ban Groot. They're scared of Impunity's Groot. Watch. Watch.
We want the Loki now. We want that. We want that. Get that out of here. It's fine.
Protect Groot. Protect Groot. Aura these fucking guys. Protect Groot right now.
No, we'll get something spicy. I know it. But the protect here for Shroud X still. I mean, do they protect the... Ooh, okay.
That's a good choice.
I mean, they might just not think 100 Thieves is ever going to ban Groot, and honestly, I wouldn't blame him. 100 Thieves has Vinny. Like, they're pretty confident to take the Groot mirror. Protection on the Winter Soldier. I don't know that either team is...
Ban Luna? Yeah.
All
right.
Mirror match, the way I look at these ban protects. I don't think either team is really trying to get too crazy, too tricky.
That is not ideal for the boys. The boys in blue, okay?
The team up with Namor is far too strong.
Not ideal.
So I really like this. If 100 Thieves just like want to play something a bit more aggressive that maybe like does involve the Venom, taking the Lunasone team up off the field is really important.
It's going to be a fun one. This is the first in our best of 5. First to 3 wins, walks away with $1,000 and gets an invite to next Thursday, where we are live every 4 p.m. Eastern with your best teams from Europe and then NA. Here we go. We got Uber and Jake on the mic. The greatest show on a Thursday night. I'm going to sit back and relax and pet my cat. See you later.
All right. Well, for those of us who are joining me for this run through Hell's Heaven, strap yourselves in, folks. We're in for 100 Thieves here, looking to have back-to-back victories and be crowned King of the Hill, and our Marvel Rivals Fight Night for a second week running. Shroud X, though, are the plucky upstarts, the challengers here, and while that looks pretty good in the 3-1 win over Shikigami, Jake, 100 Thieves were a different beast entirely.
I'm really curious to see what strategist lineup.
Why are we trolling on my team, bro? You're not playing Iron Man. You're not playing Iron Fist. You're not playing fucking Storm. You're not playing fucking Human Torch. What are we doing? Wait, that's a cool POV. What the fuck? Double Jeff. There's 2 Jeffs on the screen. I repeat, there's 2 Jeffs on the screen.
What are they really big?
W Production.
Okay. Cloak and Dagger? Okay. So
Shroud X, the Star-Lord team up for Shroud X.
Yeah, really, they're obviously really looking to lean into
Impunity. Diff this Vinny guy, bro. Who does Vinny think he is?
I do
you know?
Like
you're the new fucking kid on the block, not this guy.
Puts like that constant ticking damage.
What is this guy, like 40 years old?
The blind is actually really important to shut down that galactic legend. If you can hit it onto the Star-Lord, and 100 Thieves already getting shoved a little bit now.
Uh-oh.
Want to take priority, but Fidel falls.
Bro, they got fucking Delana on Hella. We lost.
He's all the way around
GG.
the back. Taking 3
GG. Delana's on Hella. It's over.
Strike with that flank coming in at the same time. Beautiful synergy across the map. And Shroud X.
Bro, 100 Thieves gets carried by 1 person. How cringe.
Not the start they're looking for at all, Jake. I think
how
really
cringe.
Respect that Hella and look for her when possible. Shroud
Remember, I taught Delana everything I know. So,
they're foregoing
which isn't much, but hey, I did do it.
Healing throughput. But as we discussed, Hela is the one that can really defeat that and basically blow up a strategist in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, see if it works again, though, right? Like that tricky around-the-world flank. It's a bit of a cheese play on the first fight. Well executed by 100 Thieves this time.
What the fuck? Vinny getting creative with these walls. Oh, get fucked.
Here we go. Gonna be popped here by
wait.
Actually got caught out by that just.
Wait. We lost 2. We did not win this trade, even though we got a res. We did not win.
Return. So 100 Thieves have to kill 8 people instead of 6 in this particular engagement. Over the top comes that galactic legend here for Dune, but it hasn't found any purchase just yet. Perfectly counted out by that invisible barrier. But Harvey's gone down. Shroud X still with 6 until they lose Dong here, and Terra is able to find him. Delena. Short-lived stint up in
map
the air.
change.
They are brought down to Earth. Doom's able to deal with them.
Are we really born again? Wait, what?
Fallen. And this is good looks for Shroud X, but
I
mean, not a moment too soon.
Are we really rezzing there?
At 60%.
Wait, fucking, we lost 1 person.
Open the fight from 100 Thieves a little bit too slow on the trigger with the strategist hold. TTK on the Magneto got focus fired down. And so that's ultimately going to lead to the fight snowballing out of control, snowballing against them. That said, Shroud X had to expend everything. Fidel, 75% to the invisible barrier. Gonna be a critical.
The hell's going on here?
Next team fight, Terra has a significant window here to pop the Kraken impact.
Hella's going back right. I repeat, Somebody keep track of Hella. She's about to decimate the server. Look at Hella, please. No, 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 no. Fuck.
From Vinny. Fell falls here. Great pick off there on one of the strategists by Delano once more. We are going again and again, folks. Kraken impact, devastating.
If my team could keep track of Hella, they could actually win this game.
How different this triple strategy
They actually could.
Against a team like 100 Thieves, Jake.
And Delana is just such a monster.
Lock in, keep track of Hella, win the fucking game. That's it. That's all 100 Thieves has.
Sure, it would have been enough because
they got a fucking Delana, bro.
Online to potentially clutch the fight, but he finds the exact kill that they needed.
Terra's like insane.
I don't know how Delana does it so consistently.
Yeah, that was perfect. It had to be that player. You're dead right, Jake. Okay, well, yet another Eternal Bond up here for SJP, but it doesn't matter. Terra's found the pick, and my goodness, these duelists for 100 Thieves are making the life of the rest of the team a lot easier.
Damn, such good blocks. Such good blocks from 100 Thieves tanks. Holy fuck.
Cannot connect. It looks like there was a shield in the way. Terra has fallen now. Invisible boundary in play for 100 Thieves here. Harvey's able to let that one go, and the rest of 100 Thieves are able to get to 99.
We're out of gas. We are out of gasolina. We die.
But there's a goddess of death in play as Delana is looking to catch someone playing to the periphery. This would at least
that is an uncharacteristic.
But there is a karmic revival at the ready. It's gonna have to be used to bring Doom back.
They lost track of Starlord. They lost track of Starlord. He's rushing above them.
Super close.
Go Doom! Go my king! Kill them all!
In contest, the individual res comes in for now. Doom.
We lost.
The legendary on the flank, but already Vinny has struck, winning the duel over the flank now.
Holy shit! I've never seen TTK actually miss. I've never actually seen this man miss. This is a fucking brawl, no?
Under the weight of these reses, though, time and time again, Shroud X just right back into the team fight. The value of this team up being leveraged.
Group diff.
Thieves got the pick at the start of the fight. It was perfect. They got rid of Doomed, but they got rezzed because of the team up. Impunity then fell later on. They were rezzed actively by the karmic revival of Vision. So Shroud X, I mean, they get so many second chances here with three rather of these heroes being able to revive themselves. And then you've got the mass res potential. It's such a powerful team up, and 100 Thieves here just need to finish the job. They're gonna
Is Delana going top left?
Vanguard.
Oh no. Guys, don't lose track of Delana again. Wow, he fucking... Oh my god, Dogman just shield blocked him, bro. He blocked his heals. That was sick. Let's go, Big D.
And Terra isn't at full charge there in terms of the Maelstrom damage, so... You know, it's an Agamotto that maybe they were hoping to disrupt with instead of get a team fight win, but here comes a strangling prison now. Invisible boundary going to be thrown up here. SJP trying
it's all on Doom to win this point right now.
Taken down by Vision.
Let's go fucking go, Groot.
Off the back of that Adam Warlock, and 100 Thieves are allowing Shroud X to get back into the game now. Here's a Galactic Legend from Doom, but he's forced to play from the periphery. Just
no!
That's not good at all.
No! God, that was so close.
Ready to go again. Dongmin not pressured too heavily, but Impunity is struggling a little bit in that front line. Vision is down. Doom comes back into the fight, of course, with a karmic revival, but they give up the Adam Warlock.
I think we lost.
Again, Shroud with
well, nice try though. Nice try. Valiant effort.
In this fight, and they're still losing. Three of their
valiant efforts
back into the fray by some method or another, and 100 Thieves still have a strangling prison now to shut the door in their face. Shroud X can't ask for much more in terms of, you know, giving themselves some equity here, but this is about to be over.
It's over.
Strangling prison. Doom is already fallen. Delana's able to find a connection there.
This is a scrap, bro. How is it still going?
Agamotto comes in, and it's going to be a Meteor M here for Shroud X. They are throwing everything at this. Terra is down.
Yo, what is happening? Impunity is now on Dr. Strange to get portaled back. This is a goddamn brawl. Harvey's dead. Harvey does not have ult because Harvey is dead. We're forcing them off point. They touched. We got it. They have to touch now or they lose.
With Impunity's Dr. Strange, the portal back in, and 100 Thieves, maybe they've run.
That's what I'm talking about, boys. Well done.
And somehow Shroud X snatched the victory.
All right. Starting off hot
here
here on Frozen Airfield.
Thieves have a serious opponent on their hands.
We are gaming. Finally, some good food. That was ridiculous. And I do think so much of that from Shroud X could be owed to the fact that half of the team has a second bite at the apple, a second chance after they get eliminated. It's gonna be so frustrating.
Hey, don't say we're about to one tricks abusing the Guardians comp, okay? That's not what we're doing.
Of course, I think Impunity at one stage was returned with that karmic revival. Crazy stuff here. Great round from Impunity on the grid, of course. Vinny looked excellent, but man, it's a 6v9 out there.
Fidel with 31,000 healing on the Invisible Woman. That is absurd in this strat. They really are getting the most out of the hero picks. And yeah, you might be dropping a couple players here and there, but that's the value of the team. I mean, 100 Thieves, they can take the mirror if they want it. So far, they're staying confident in Delena's Hela, and for good reason. I mean, Delena was a big performer, won them a few team fights basically on his own.
The buckets in here. Bro, you stream sniping? You call me S-Men?
However,
Or call us S-Men?
Be marked. I feel that Shroud X
what's
started
up?
to adapt well in the back half of the round, being very aware of the threat.
They almost killed Harvey instantly.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
100%.
Harvey went to like
Collectively,
20
they're
Ls.
not able to have as much of an outsized impact on the game. Shroud
I love
also
how
wanna try and take
aggressive-
this close
I love how
quarters fight
aggressive
instead of
my
playing
team
long
is.
range.
They just fucking get in there, dude. They don't do this like dance where they're like scrapping. They just fucking run at them. Doomed hit an ult, didn't get any value. Kill him! Fuck! It's Delena, he's not even good! Sorry. I'm getting toxic for no reason, my bad. You're out of jet fuel. Oh, late ults, late ults, late ults.
Commitment of ults though comes in from 100 Thieves. Even without their Hela, they're determined to get this one done. Seems to be enough with the Kraken impact resets. First control seems to be going the way of 100 Thieves.
How are we still stalling?
It's a couple reds. You have the portal open. They're gonna like to re-engage, recommit. 100 Thieves haven't kept just yet.
They've had 2 reses so far this fight, and that's without the Adam Warlock ultimate. Here's the Soul Resurgence now. Nuck's gonna go down. Vision might be tempted to,
Don't let them get it! Fuck, they're gonna get it, and we res. Touch, 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 touch. Stay on point, stay on point, stay on point. No, they got it, and we lost again. Oh. That's okay.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Fidel brought back into the fight, but 100 Thieves still able to win it out. These guys are playing COD zombies, not Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, seriously, they just can't.
Every time I see 100 Thieves play this map, they're really good. Like this map, this point, they're really, really good at this point.
They're not going to have the HP. They're not going to have the position. They're not going to be.
We have literally, we used every single thing we had in that fight.
So I see why 100 Thieves still has confidence in their strategy despite losing map 1.
Okay, once again, 100 Thieves are off to a very good start. I'm sure keeping Delena protected rather is definitely on the agenda here for this team. Vinny's got to respect that damage coming down. You saw the Terra Cloak thrown out there. Okay, Galactic Legend coming in over the top. I don't think there's a blind left here to shut down this Star-Lord. Delena, though, jumps into this Goddess of Death form and is able to put good damage down. You see how they're trying to...
Damn, he almost died ulting in there. Holy fuck, he almost died.
Aggressive.
No! The blind, dude, you're so lucky, man. You're really gonna win this fight off of luck? Bro, that's crazy. All good. All good. That's not even the boys' fault. That's not even, that's just a random ass fucking hook.
Shroud X maybe.
It's, that doesn't, it does, just go next. That one doesn't count. Fucking lucky.
100 Thieves have complete dominance
All good.
of that team fight. And Shroud X dumped a couple of, I would say, wasted ultimates there. Groot and Magneto would love
Am
to
I behind?
have those coming in for the retake. And 100 Thieves, look,
I'm not behind, bro.
I should say on map 1. As
Lock
Delena
in.
and Terra, they have been unstoppable in these open spaces.
Absolutely. And they really now control this space. Doomed hasn't been able to find a good way, I think, to drag Delena down, and they're trying to avoid the Hela, I think, as it stands. Close to another Galactic Legend, though. Doom comes in over the top. Soul Bond here means you can go a little bit more aggressive, and Doomed has now found...
What the fuck are we doing, Doom? Just hit E, get your ult. Hello? What is he overheating for? He could have done that ages ago. I think we lost this one. I think we save ult. I think we don't ult and we save. Because we lost this one. That's fine.
Who is left alone by Doom is now starting to dish the damage. It's knife after knife, and 100 Thieves, they triumph against this nasty Guardians team up comp of
2 exit to catch up.
It was a very close
Bro,
round.
you could just hit
One, a
left
blowout
arrow
round
like I'm doing. Like,
still, the score
you literally left arrow and you're good. I'm already caught up.
Recover. They saved a couple ultimates.
Or right arrow.
The
Fuck,
Eldritch
not left.
Monument, at
Sorry.
least a little bit of an edge, maybe. However, 100 Thieves.
You guys
they've been
forget
so
which hand
solid
is
at
left
these
and which hand is right
particular
sometimes?
TTK,
Mad weird.
Always countering that Star-Lord ult, not letting Doomed run rampant as he had in that previous series.
And I guess, like for Shroud X, if this comp doesn't work for you, there probably isn't.
Just
a
do
better
2x.
option.
Bro, it's
You
caught
could try
up,
and
man.
target
What do you
some of the
mean?
quote-unquote weaknesses of 100 Thieves, but they're playing just a very, in general, solid composition. Luna Snow is being habitually banned here, so 100 Thieves aren't probably looking to target Animal Warlock. They're actually ready to fight Shroud X on this what feels like very uneven ground. the fact that, of course, res is so powerful, but you pointed out, Jake, it's important. Counter revival does not return your teammates to full health. So there needs to be pretty quick healing that comes in to top them back up. And if you can't do that, then yeah, it's hard to sort of abuse that.
Yeah, when they're being res one by one in sequence, you're just never really fighting at full force. You're never able
It's
to
the same time,
really
bro.
get back into the engagement. You're alive. But
The same
you're
exact
not able to
time.
fight with that strength and threaten the objectives as you need to. 100 Thieves aggressively charging forward, taking position on point. It's not open, never really fighting at full force. You're never able to really
What do you
get
offer
back
me,
into
man?
the engagement. You're alive, but
It's gonna
you're
go
not able
behind
to fight,
anyway.
with that
Naturally.
strength, threaten the objectives as you need to. 100 Thieves aggressively charging forward, taking position on point. It's not open just yet. Shroud X content now to wait for that moment.
Huge
to strike,
kill.
and already doomed opens up on a Delana. An uncharacteristic mistake there from the Hella to get picked off so early.
Yeah, again, I think that's the matchup that is going to define how this
Double support ult, we're brawling. God,
Delay
Terra gets so lucky with these blind hooks, bro.
Terra's trying to make up, though, for their absence. Good little Kraken impact coming in here. However, do they have the bandwidth to deal with the Star-Lord now, who's at large over the top of the fight? Delana's going to return with a Goddess of Death. And
We got the point for free, pretty much. Well, not for free, but, you know.
Yeah, it's well
Kind
played
of.
for them, but it's going to cost them the flip.
Wasn't even really a
without
fight.
The team fight, I think Shroud X are going to be feeling pretty good about being in control with this triple strategist comp. Once again, Delana being assaulted on the flank by that Star-Lord, not letting the Hella have space to work. Vision trying to pump in that damage, trying to deal with those duelists as well on the strategist role. And Delana's dead instantly when he comes out of this ultimate.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no surviving.
Nice.
Okay, they use Crow form. Oh, Vision is a little bit clean with it. I'm not going to lie. Look, I've got to say, we saw a great
W fight, boys. W fight. Keep up this fucking energy. 100 who?
That helped them blow up the group. So this is just great looks for Shroud.
He
I don't
DC'd.
know, Jake. It's getting
No.
scary. I think at this point,
Oh,
really
so
not quite sure.
cringe, bro.
man.
So cringe.
Oh, is that a DC? Oh, that's brutal.
Oh, that's so
we
fucking
do not
cringe.
have
Now they're going to say we don't
functionality.
deserve the win.
Yeah,
Somebody
okay.
disconnected. Yada, yada, yada.
So the round must continue, folks.
All right,
Oh
100
my
Thieves
god.
is a painful
Dude,
way to
100
start.
Thieves are a bunch of sore losers, bro,
Can they
crashing
get
their
it
game
done?
and
Just
shit.
5 players in
That's
the lobby. It's a tough
crazy.
one. Terra is going to try and make something happen, but instantly low punish. Shroud X, they're not going to be merciful. 100 Thieves wouldn't in the same position. This is no holds barred competition here on Fight Night. And Shroud X holding on to their bank, not giving up anything for
That
free.
sucks, actually, though. Like, on the real, that sucks. They could still win, though. Imagine 100 Thieves wins 5v6. Thoughts?
Factor in the rest potential. Shroud X here. Should they close the map?
They double support ulted. 100 Thieves is tilted. They double support ulted. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't think I've ever seen a double support ult from 100 Thieves.
Here it is over the top. Galactic Legend. So much to work with here for Shroud X. That is nothing 100 Thieves can really do. They have to let this map
That
go.
sucks.
At least this
That
round
sucks.
will fall to Shroud
This is
X.
not...
Definitely how they were looking.
That's not a win for anyone. Nobody's happy about that. 100 Thieves isn't happy, and we're not happy. Nobody is happy about that. That fucking sucks. Fuck.
They're a team that is absolutely here to compete. That is actually a genuine threat to 100 Thieves. That first round wouldn't have gone their way if that wasn't the case.
Lame.
In the opening fight on round 3.
Lame.
And it goes
You said,
for Shroud
okay,
X. Vision.
tinfoil hat. My tinfoil hat is on, okay? 100 Thieves won the MRI. They won $40,000, okay? They don't care about the $1,000 that this tournament has to offer. So for the sake of their pride, they pretend to disconnect. Just in case they lose, they have an excuse. Tinfoil hat off.
that damage output in general, so you kind of justify the inclusion of that third strategist. I don't know, man. The comp just seems so powerful for 100, for Shroud X. I feel like 100 Thieves have to target it in some way. Like, I don't think it's out of order to suggest an Anim Warlock ban and let the Lunar Snow through.
Visions looks pretty good on it, and it makes the whole game very annoying. But is that just going to be useful in domination? Does that work across multiple game modes, Jake?
It does work on a lot of maps. I think it's been the strongest team up in the game pretty much since it was introduced. It just like the individual res one after the other on a bunch of key players who can, as a result, push the limits on their own lives. Like, they take risks that you wouldn't otherwise.
Well, that sucks.
Okay, if I do die, if I do lose that 1v1, it won't matter. I'll just res myself right back into the fight. And 100 Thieves, their comp is a lot more dependent on just making no mistakes ever, never losing the first pick, you know, never being traded out. And so you can see when the fights go a little bit towards 100 Thieves, ShroudX still has the resilience to make comebacks with those reses. However, if 100 Thieves drop one early, it almost always is going to go the way of ShroudX. So I think strategically, I like what ShroudX are playing.
I say we
Thieves,
I say we make it even, and I volunteer, or I offer impunity as tribute here. Okay, impunity. Your Wi-Fi has to turn off for this next game for at least 1 minute to make it even.
Really want to deny the Loki and make sure it doesn't get protected. However, yeah, like breaking some element of that team up seems like a good idea, at least at this
I bet you their comms are fucking hard tilted for sure, because they're playing with comms on this time, right? Are they playing with comms on? I don't know if they are. Oh, sorry. He's playing in a different language? That's got to be mad confusing. Playing in a different language has got to be really confusing. You get used to all of these like alt comms and then you just swap it?
You can obviously wrap around, but it's usually a little bit easier, and that, you know, defensively, at least the Hela doesn't have to be a lone ranger. She can play close enough to one of those strategists that you can keep her in the game. And, you know, frankly, like, even if we are on a different map, Delena needs to be able to
ban
and
Adam.
actually, you know, beat the Star-Lord. There's no reason why. You double tap
Insta.
the Star, he will die. So,
Yeah.
you know, Delena, big job, I think, on their shoulders, but winnable.
Oh, production,
Adam
those
Warlock
bans
as
are
well.
reversed from the last map, just so you know.
Yeah, thank you, Jake, for catching that one. Adam Warlock is banned. Wolverine is banned. This is looking pretty fun already. Also, Vinny disconnected for the night, so Nade Shot is going to be filling in on that group moving forward, Mitch.
Love that.
Best of luck on the
So
cast.
dope. Yeah, you don't even need Vinny. You'll be fine. They got this, bro. He's nice on the group.
He's celestial.
We kind of glossed over it, but the
Wait,
wording is the same
wait.
in
That would be
RC
so
as well.
funny.
Vice
Imagine we do a sub in. Shroud X, I sub in. Nade Shot subs in for 100 Thieves for one match.
Unfortunately, there's no rollback functionality in Rivals right now.
And I ain't got a billion hours of time to spare, so we just moving the show forward, you know?
Yeah, it's just a bit unlucky here for 100 Thieves.
Damn. That is interesting from Shroud X. I think that means they want to tilt the game towards these two protected duelists. They want to take Delena off the signature Hela and force him to show a little bit more depth. I actually am surprised to see this from Shroud X, because I know Vision is so solid on the Hela himself. But maybe they feel like this puts the game a little bit more in their
Ooh, we're playing
territory.
Hala de Jalia.
It's maybe one of the better Hela maps. It's really insane for Hela in particular. I don't think there's really a counter. I think you just need to be better on Hela and take the mirror.
You
And
are
that's
delayed.
such a
Suck
comfort
me,
zone for
buddy.
100 Thieves. I actually like that Shroud X denies it here.
As we're jumping into the game, I am taking bets, chat. Who puts up the most final blows? I have my money on Terra.
Is Nade Shot good at the game? He's not actually playing, guys. Come on.
The show is yours.
Thank you. Looking forward to jumping into Hall of Jala here. We obviously didn't see it in that previous series at all. As we headed up, we were on Shibuya and then Symbiotic Surface instead. Great point there, Jake. Obviously, it's the kind of map that, of course, you know, we've seen Hela be very strong in right now, and to expect Namor and Winter Soldier to be the stalwarts is very reasonable. Obviously, very powerful. We still have the Star-Lord capacity.
Are we
here,
on
but
defense or attack?
Fancy playing something with flank.
Are we on
ability,
defense or
even if it's
attack?
not the,
Are
you know,
we on
ability to
defense
return
or
back to the fight by
attack?
that cocooned revivals.
Okay, we're on defense.
Plenty of options here, but we're going to come out of the gates, of course. We'll see Shroud X will be the ones to defend.
And for the first time today, we're going to see Loki's on the server. This has been banned, I think, pretty much every single game today. Instant pull in.
Come on,
from
Dogman's
Vision.
PC, don't
Just
overheat,
barely
bro.
couldn't result in the kill.
Carried down already. That's Fidel getting involved here. Notice that Loki is in this game, so those rejuvenation domains are going to be a factor. The invulnerability frame's quite crucial. Delena, though, gets taken down here. This is nice looks from Shroud X. They're happy to push right up, and 100 Thieves weren't quite ready to
Go,
see
Dogman.
the teeth here growing by
Hope
the
your
defense.
computer makes it by the end of this
Seriously,
tournament.
love
I really
the
do.
confidence with which Shroud X is approaching this, right? Like, they get one pick and they say, all right, you know what? Let's double down. Let's just like run it
Why isn't
down
Loki
on you.
banned? I guess they wanted to ban Adam.
Back to their spawn,
Wait, they did
charge a
ban
bunch of
Loki. Or wait,
ultimate.
what?
I mean, a lot of teams I don't think would have had the
Wait,
confidence
what?
to take that one player advantage and push out of these.
Wait,
strong
what do you mean?
defensive
Wait, what?
positions,
Wait,
but I
what?
love what I'm
What
seeing.
did they ban? Adam
See
and
that we're not seeing a defensive comp that just wants to like blatantly abuse that high ground. They're just putting Dongmin and Fidel out there for the time being.
Luna.
Trying to control things from a distance.
The
Now,
UI is
Lena
bugged,
gonna
like
be
the
thrown
production
down for
is bugged.
Shroud X as they try and drag this fight out as long as possible. Because have second impact available. They'd love 100 things to sort of forge out into the opener that might be about to happen here. Here we go. Got a mischief popped, and it's going to be another invisible boundary popped here by Nuck. Of course, he's in familiar territory now, copying an Invisible Woman who we've seen a lot of over the course of this series so far. Delena was out of the fight early here, and Shroud X are staving off these attacks comfortably.
Yeah, it's beautiful position here from Nuck. He's just farming on this defensive Loki, matching everything that the attackers can bring. Terra looking to find some opening, is walled in. Oh, hold on. Okay, he's going to fall back out of the engagement, but Fidel found another pickoff once again. 100 Thieves cannot make it through this choke without casualties.
They don't want to play out in the open, and I kind of understand that, but it doesn't seem like
We're just matching their ults.
moving through this choke.
It's working really well.
Of abilities can actually, you know, blow you up. We're seeing Invisible Woman getting kills on the Psionic Vortex, for God's sake. Vinny taken down here by Vision, and once again, we're going to push right on.
All right, they need to. 100 Thieves needs to do something different. I think they need to.
A minute 44.
Well, they have combo. Actually, they do have combo.
They were supposed to smoke this best of 5. They were supposed to make this look easy. Shroud X, they're an up-and-coming team. Sure, you know, they've been impressive, but they weren't supposed to make this so competitive. Now I'm starting to get worried.
100 Thieves wins this fight. Look at the ults. 100 Thieves wins this fight. They cap it. It's already in my head. Like, it already happened. We're already defending the payload. We're already done with convergence. Oh yeah, we're definitely done. It's over.
Bionic arm. Here's a prison coming down though. And over the top,
Hella diff.
The Galactic Legend being popped. It's Doom that's trying to go to work on 100 Thieves now. They've already lost Delena again. They've been picked off first in every one of these fights so far.
Wait, what?
TTK is in deep trouble. Dongmin's able to bring him down eventually. And once more.
What the hell is 100 Thieves doing? They trolling?
Over 100 Thieves.
Man, they're playing with
What's going on?
such confidence, even getting picked off.
How do they-
Invisible
what?
Woman before the fight starts? It's like a worst case scenario right there. Losing your strategy.
To be fair, the server kind of lagged, and I didn't see what the fuck happened fully. I don't exactly know how they lost that fight.
Come to the same position time and time again.
They got an
The
opening
round is
pick,
much the same way
and
over and over again. Only strategist ults on.
Doom snuck up behind them and solo ulted Delena, so they lost some damage. And then we Loki ulted to block all their damage. I don't know. I understand.
Could secure them this full hold.
All right, they're going to go for the pretty standard.
Dongmin, you got to hit a banger here, my friends.
Feels like a concession that. Let's see what they can make happen. Of course, they do have a God of Mischief available. Over the top, you can see Delena definitely exposing themselves. They're trying to make something happen, but it's risky business.
Good banger. A little dangerous here, though, because this fight's going to stall, and Delena is going to have ults, which is a little scary. Good mirror match there. Delena is actually building ults very slowly.
And Vinny 2 will fall. Dongmin 2 solid. Here comes a prison from the Shroud X side. 100 Thieves can't afford bail, folks. Hate to
And that's sober. All right.
In the midst of it, will fall.
Well, fucking done.
Full hold on the best team in NA.
Listen.
Shroud X.
This is the map. Okay, this is the map that will normally lead to a draw. So a draw is possible. A draw is possible.
Put Nade in, bro. Surely Nade on Groot will save this game.
I mean, it's brutal. I mean, Nate needs to fire at the stream. You know what I mean? He's getting absolutely booked by Shroud out there. Homie needs to get behind this team. Or, I don't know, just get him in your facility, mate. So we don't have any internet drops. Poor Vinny. I mean, that's such a tough pill to swallow from their previous game. But 100 Thieves thought they could target the strategy that Shroud X have been blatantly abusing for that first map. There's more where that came from. Shroud X are coming to the party with a bag of tricks that's a little bit deeper than 100 Thieves.
It's XQC. It's how XQC talks.
It's pretty slanted against you. I feel like Numbani, if anyone gets that reference in that sense. So let's see what Shroud X can do. 100 Thieves can also use those same topographical advantages that Shroud X, leaned into.
I mean, it would be a real feather in the 100 Thieves cap if they can just secure a draw on this map. If they can also make the full hold. The challenge is that from this position, that's the best you could do. And Shroud X, they have the opportunity now to take a different strategic approach. Where 100 Thieves on that first attack, they have to attack, assuming they need to play like a general.
One tick is all we need. One tick.
Shroud X are queuing up here with the rocket, which I actually think could be really powerful.
Dongmin's computer's gonna explode when this portal opens.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna drop to 30 FPS. Poor guy.
You still have to push your way through a choke, though, to some degree, but again, this is exactly where Rocket Raccoon is going to succeed. You weren't being trolled. Nup is on the Raccoon.
He went back to the Rocket from the Loki, and if they're able to charge up
Block,
the
block,
CYA,
block.
it could be really powerful. Early hook in on the Groot. Door gets slammed. They're trying to burst these Vanguards. Can't quite get it just.
So close to getting that opening pick.
Big charge there from Dongmin. Does pop a
So
Maelstrom, but
close.
Protected there by 100 Thieves. Still Dongmin wants to go for this. They've got to watch out for a wall that could cut them off from the rest of their team, though, and over the top goes Terra.
Wait, we got two. Good trade. Res happens too, no? Imp's back.
Advantages of the move over towards the point. Dongmin a little bit low. Shield up. Tries to get some high ground. Impunity going to return to the fight.
Run, little Rocket, run!
And now Nut can try and find a safe haven to get this healing going. Unbelievable. There's the CYA. Pop big damage.
That's a really good Nuxter Raccoon ult. Sorry.
Lay the smackdown on 100 Thieves.
The portal broke my game, my bad.
TP though comes out as
Hold on.
desperately the Thieves are trying to fight for their lives. Vision drops, but Harvey's going to be traded out now. TTK on the point with a Meteor M, but Delena has fallen.
Differential.
And Terra can't do too much. His wings are clipped and he left.
Oh, hold on. Did we win? I think we won. Oh, what?
And he lifelessly clatters to the ground. Now TTK next on the menu with SJP dealt with now. It's acronym central. But all you need to know is Shroud X are in a position to close out this map. They just need the one tick. And they go up.
See, this is why we don't 2x the stream, because it breaks.
It's more than the map. They're in the position to close out this series. Match point against 100 Thieves. When was the last
Fucking
time
go,
we saw
boys.
anybody get to this threshold against this 100 Thieves squad? I mean,
Let's get a nice 3-0 and
we've seen more often them just.
let's get a nice 3-0 and walk out of here. Not say a word. Don't be negative. Don't be positive. Just walk out. Be like in the movies. Be Hollywood. You know. Don't look at the explosion. You know what I'm saying? Just walk.
They just put that work in here on Hall of Australia.
Vision just continuing to maintain absolute GOAT status. Great job there for Doomed over the course of the game. And you're right. Throughout the entirety of MRI, nobody held a match point against 100 Thieves. BlackQuest got 2 maps, and that is all. And that was, of course, in a first to 4. Stunning stuff here again. And, you know, you can't really mitigate that. You can't say, oh, we had a play disconnected. That was just very, very solid. Hall of Charlie was picked, of course, by the Thieves, and Shroud just shut the door on him.
Okay, I have a question. This one's from the chat. What? Why go the same way for 4 minutes in a row, Jake?
I mean, I think that is the better way to push.
Multiple approaches to like get to the same square, right? So was that the best option for them?
I think that is the meta way to push on that map, to try to push through that lower. I just think Shroud X had a beautifully rehearsed defense. Like, both teams know that's where the push typically comes in from the attackers. You know, I have seen a lot of teams use the Doctor Strange to flip the map. I've also seen it fail. You know, given that Doctor Strange himself,
I'm kind of stressed right now because like we could get reverse swept, and that'll be really depressing. Like, we're in a good spot. You know, we're in a good spot.
You know, the ultimate can be pushed away by the Invisible Woman. I think her inclusion in the roster has limited Doctor Strange's consistency. So it's a sacrifice. I see conceptually why 100 Thieves approached the map the way they did. They just weren't ready for that smoke that Shroud X was cooking here.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights and revisit the best moments. Nuxter on the Loki. So impressive in the first half. Copying the Invisible
Here's a
Woman
here's a glass half full. You have 3 chances to win 1 game.
And then I think you looked at Doomed. He was my question mark. Coming in, I knew how good Terra was. I've been watching his stream.
I'll be honest. I just want 100 Thieves to fight back. This is kind of boring.
You have the advantage, but these guys were slaying out.
I mean, it's nothing that complex, right? You are obviously making use of the Groot walls here to funnel your opponents. You aren't actually abusing the high ground.
I'm trying to farm the engagement, and like a clip or something comes out of it, man. Let me cook for a second. Let me cook.
Do so much with like setting up Groot walls around the exit there. But eventually 100 Thieves were able to get out onto the point. They also had a strange TP towards the end of the game. They had a real chance to fight for it here, but Dongmin hits a fantastic Meteor M towards the end of the game here. And this is that attack side that was perfectly set up with a strange portal, and they had that Rocket Raccoon to just abuse the fact that they were playing through a bit of a tunnel to start with.
Yeah, and honestly, in seeing it now on the replay, I just love the spacing, the positioning from Shroud X. It's a subtle detail, but they're consistently having their Vanguards just around the corner from that crucial choke point. They're not putting the defending Vanguards in.
We're going Yggdrasil. This is a fun map.
Poke damage. They're hiding their
Delena's going to be a demon on this map.
From
Unless they ban it, I guess.
And only when 100 Thieves is actually stepping up.
You literally said Vinny crashed on purpose. You already farmed. True.
Absolute full resources and just dump everything. And then the whole team just all ins. They're like full committing into the fight. They're not allowing 100 Thieves to back off from that trade and extend it. They're saying, hey, look, we know we have the edge. We're going to go all the way down to your spawn doors. We're so confident that we have more resources right now. And I think that's the right read. And I'm just super impressed by Shroud X because really, I don't think I've seen any team make 100 Thieves look weak, look so beatable as they just did on that last map.
Especially on their map pick, right? That's something you have to keep in mind. Loser gets to choose where you're playing. So that was 100 Thieves' choice, and they get full held. Now we're going on the path. I don't think you're going to see any kinds of full holds here. But Uber,
this is a map where you can full hold, actually. This is a map where you can full hold. It's not convergence, but you can full hold first point.
You can swallow the whole team. You can throw them off the map. And eventually get 3-0'd.
I'm very excited about the idea of like getting good burst damage against like these very healer-centric things, and technically throwing yourself off a cliff with a bunch of people in your belly is burst damage. In fact, it's probably the best burst damage available to you in the whole
damage.
game.
Infinite.
Production, do we have any Jeff clips available? If they're still saved somewhere and the players are still taking 32 minutes to load.
How far along is Rival Esports? Like, when are we getting a world championship? I don't know. Probably like a year, maybe.
Can I get ASMR Death compilation?
SDX better than sex. SDX better than sex. Sorry.
Wolverine turned Jeff Main. Unfortunately, OG Esports did not win EU, but he taught us all what you should be doing in your ranked games tonight.
It is one of the better maps for like the Jeff cheese to like pull people off the map. It's just so risky, so inconsistent. The fact that you need to carry people all the way.
My
to the
bad.
map, like their teammates can just burst you while you're doing that, and then you die for nothing. And you
that one needs some work. What do you mean? It's a cool chant. Imagine being on land and that's the chant that you hear. You know, that'd go hard.
You know, calling the focus fire, communicating with one another, at spreading out so that Jeff doesn't get like a 4, 5, 6 man ult. You know, I think the consistency, we'll see. I can't imagine either of these squads being interested.
Why is nobody on the team streaming? My team? Why is nobody streaming on my team? Because they have fucking, I don't know, they're playing with fucking 40 FPS. I think the other team is streaming though. Terra's live. Delena's live. Oh, they're tilted. We said R a long time ago. Oh, Terra's fucking pissed. Holy shit, they're pissed. But at the end of the day, win or lose, both teams are jacuzzing. You know, so it's all good. How come it doesn't say live anymore? Skip ahead to live broadcast. Oh, because it bugged out or something. There we go.
If we get 2 more subs, Hexagrams doesn't get fired. But if we hold strong at 123, we get a new talent manager, Uber.
Really? So if we don't get any subs, we get a new talent.
No subs, new talent manager.
Wait, who's the current talent manager?
I think it's Hexagrams.
Okay.
Don't give us your Twitch primes. Don't
prime us.
Yeah.
Hold strong.
Get away from the prime button. Don't look at it. Don't just make the window small enough where you can't see it. You know, it'll make it easier.
I mean, bro, then, like, how is Hex going to test his like antiquated humor in the chat if he doesn't have his job?
He wanted me to throw the break, and this is the whole reason that this started. I think that's what was supposed to happen, but I didn't.
If you're in XQC's ass 8 inches deep and Tyler's 8 inches deep inside of you, what are you doing?
They didn't have to look at any weird ads that we hit the button on and don't really make money from Twitch. So let's talk this game. If you miss games 1 and 2, who is your early MVP?
I mean, I'm getting the hell out of there, you know?
Oh, it's got to be Shroud.
Through XQC. I'm going right through him. You know?
It's actually so tough because I really feel
you can't go through Tyler 1. That guy's got too much meat on his bones. So we let him go through me, and then I go through X.
I don't care who you are. No one player is going to be carrying.
X might be taller, but I got more meat.
They're not winning because like one individual is like gapping and doing the most. It's about the team play. It's about the coordination. Okay. When Shroud X strikes, they do it as a unit. They do it together. This is.
I just realized how that sounded. That sounded so much worse than what I thought in my head.
Chat. Appreciate you, Uber.
Holy fuck.
All right, let's do this, baby. I am so
Oh,
number three.
fuck.
It's a reverse sweep now. Or
I was-
nothing, if they wanna come
I
out on
wasn't
top.
referring to it like meat on my, you know, all good. It's fine. It actually ended up better that way.
Kind of question the Adam Warlock ban. I don't think the Star-Lord triple strategist team up is that good on this map in particular. I think it's very open, and so it's very hard to, like, we talked about, like, marking Hela. I think it's like impossible to mark Hela on this map virtually.
Let's fucking bolt. Let's fucking fuck. Sorry. Let's fucking go, boys. Sorry, I'm all flustered, dude. I just said I was fucking 8 inches deep in.
All right, so we got
Never mind.
protected, so we're definitely expecting Terra to be running the bucket.
I need to reset.
You try and minimize the Namor damage with the Luna ban.
I don't think they're going to ban Winter Soldier here, Shroudex, in response.
Yeah,
they just
I like the
want to
Hela.
deal with this Delena Hela. I think on a map like this, it's pretty good. I think like the flankers are a little weaker, especially because now you're really dealing with high ground that you can't master if you're on the attack side and you're trying to get a Star-Lord in position. So Hela just can really ease in on defense a lot more, and on that attack side can sort of, get into good positions. So we will see most likely the Winter Soldier paired up with that Rocket Raccoon here, a team up that's definitely been used to great effect.
Yeah, definitely eyes on Doomed and Terra. We talked about this going in. We would have called Terra probably the favorite in the matchup. Would have thought 100 Thieves were the heavy favorite overall, but so far it's been the underdogs. It's been Shroud X all series long, and I mean, that was a crushing victory on Half Jalia. It wasn't just a win, it was a beatdown. 100 Thieves.
I'm back. I needed a reset, bro. I needed a MTB for sure.
That's a momentous task for any squad.
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that we are watching 100 Thieves here at the point of the sword, as Shroudex are threatening to Sparta them out of our Rivals Fight Night, is absurd. But they got themselves another map pick here. They got themselves another opportunity to try and stabilize in.
Did my stream
series.
freeze? What the fuck's
This is
happening?
the kind of map again where it's probably a little bit harder, I think, to abuse the sort of defender's advantage on this map. It will be Shroudex though, starting on D. It's the setup they go for, of course. It's been a long time since we've seen Punisher sort of leaned on here in this rocket combo, but we know that Winter Soldier's going to benefit greatly from that. Outside of that, Jake, pretty standard setups from both sides.
Yeah, full mirror. Both teams have the same read on the meta. Curious to see how Delena performs, though, on the Star-Lord. I think this is a very comfortable pick for Doom. And for Delena, maybe it's second string. These little flanking duels tend to precipitate larger advantages in the rest of the team fight.
Okay, well, ball will give it over to Delena. They just throw some damage in over the top.
Holy fuck, Doomed is a psycho. Yo. What the fuck? He went so deep.
That is one Vanguard out of the game that has to be returned here via the BRB. Vision has now fallen, so Shroudex lose.
Oh, he's so... why was he there, bro? Imp, what are you doing? What happened? That was bad positioning. I don't know how and why he got there. That was not good.
But here come the big ultimates. All have come online here for Shroudex, including the CYA that was popped, and they got 3 more to spend.
Yeah, see if they look to commit here. Impunity going to be on the long walk back from spawn on the group. Legendary now comes out from 100 Thieves. They look to move in. Invisible barrier.
Nice shots, Vision. Holy fuck.
Vision, though, hold on so far. Disciplined there. Not popping that Kraken impact. Not needing it. And that's great awareness of the fight because it seems like Shroudex has made this defense with the minimum possible resource commitment.
I think so. Dongmin is hitting some unbelievable meteors. That one there sets up a crucial kill.
Why didn't Harvey ult? What the fuck is 100 Thieves do? Are they throwing?
Paying off. Delena's going to be returned to the fight, but
Yo, these guys are throwing. They're tossing. I don't know what's happening.
The rest of 100 Thieves are being...
Oh, I see. I see what they were doing. Never mind. Dude, 100 Thieves actually made such a good call. They just weren't all on the same page. Yo, that is such a good call what 100 Thieves made, by the way. Take note of what they just did. What they were planning on doing is letting our Star-Lord ult, and then they're going to hide in that corner on the left there and hide in the building, and then our ult is useless. That's why they didn't use a support ult, and then they would just walk in and then use a support ult and clean house. That is such a good play. It just didn't work. They weren't like on top of it. That is a solid protocol though. Very good play. I love that. I love that. Everybody watching should take note of that and do that more.
Quick thinking, getting that wall up.
Yeah, I think that was potentially a little ill-advised from Shroudex. They go for like the all-in YOLO dive early to catch 100 Thieves off guard, but 100 Thieves is just way too quick to be caught by that. The invisible bear from Harvey keeps everyone up. They're gonna go for the strange TP.
I don't know. Do we have touch?
Try to make this
We do,
hold
okay.
happen.
Yep, here's the touch. Doom's gonna be the first one out here. Vision a little bit low. Impunity just ceased to exist pretty quickly. And a Galactic Legend from Dylan is going to make it pretty hard for Shroud X to develop a foothold
Yeah.
here. But
We
they've
stalled
learned a
20
lot.
seconds with that TP. Was it worth it? I don't know.
Shaved off here before 100 Thieves were able to get that first checkpoint on the map.
100 Thieves bending, but
Yo,
not
Vision
breaking.
playing it way too close
Over the
there.
line
He almost
first
couldn't
after
TP
a
out.
potentially over-aggressive move from Shroud X. Hard to fault them for making those moves. I mean, they've been very successful in the past. I think, though, in the face of Harvey's Strategist Ultimate, maybe it was a little too much too far.
TTK here definitely wants to try and make Shroud X uncomfortable on this high ground, or start to break open the map so they don't have such an easy vantage point to play from. Delena keeping Doom honest there, trying to track them over the course of the map if they can and shut down a potential flank angle. Blaster Barrage goes pretty deep, but a Galactic Legend is a bit scary. I think there's a Meteor M. TTK was maybe hoping to catch on to the Star-Lord. That's a long-range shot, but not really anything to write home about damage-wise, as Impunity's going to be out of...
100 Thieves got a pretty decent push going. We need to wipe them now and slow them down. And if we don't, it's really bad.
Vinny is low, but now the invisible boundary coming in for Fidel, allowing Shroud X to pour on the
Nice
pressure
kills.
on the
Through,
front.
wow, we killed them through their support ult. Let's fucking go.
4, 5, 6 down, and it's a
Holy
team fight.
shit.
Shroud X take full
You know
map
why we
control.
did that?
Even a couple ultimates were
'Cause of
extended
the
there for 100 Thieves. They
amplifier.
got them nothing.
4 of them.
Stop the rocket
That
hate,
is
okay?
a huge spend. Shroud X definitely going to feel justified by just spending their invisible boundary and CYA into that engagement. That is such a massive blowout in terms of ult economy that the echoes of that could ripple through the rest of the round. 100 Thieves are a long way away from anything truly compelling ultimate-wise outside of their Star-Lord ability, but honestly, here comes, yep, Strangling Prison over the top, Blaster Barrage.
Oh, what are they ulting?
Okay, I don't agree with this.
What are you ulting, Delena, bro? What the fuck happened to 100 Thieves?
Hold on, Doom, has he gone too
Are
far
they
here?
tilted?
Pushing the limit
What is going
as possible,
on?
but I
This
should
is
doubt
not the
this
same 100
team
Thieves that we saw last week.
Strikes like that, the rest of them aren't far behind. The team play looking really solid as they win that fight dominantly.
Luna also has an amplifier and a 10x better hero. Yeah, but she's banned, buddy.
Right back in the same
Buddy
position.
pal.
Right, the echoes are going to be continuing on into the round as look at Doom right over the top. There's no strategist ultimate to defend from this.
Yeah, he's ready. Start with a Blaster Barrage. Soften them up a little bit, then think about a Galactic Legend where you can start to flank them. Here
Why did it aim lock to... That was weird. Wait, that was really weird. His ult's like aim locked to 2 different targets when it... He has to have a setting... That was really bad for my team. I don't know what the fuck just happened. That was a really bad Star-Lord ult because his sensitivity must be too high or something. It was tagging between 2 people when it should have just stayed on 1. Wow, that was...
Yeah, incredibly well played by the strategist from 100 Thieves. I mean, frankly, they didn't have any business
That
winning
was-
fight. They were in a rough position. They were flanked from all sides, but they
That was a
rotated
blunder.
around the
We
cover
fucked up.
perfectly, manages to just outfight them without
We
having really
absolutely
the
choked that
resources to
fight.
get any kind of tactical advantage. So well played by 100 Thieves. There's a
Oh.
reason they've been top dog for so long. Shroud X, though, continuing to fight to unseat them.
They've got Amplifier. They've got Barrier as well here for Fidel. That's honestly enough. What 100 Thieves have to say about this now? They've got a Meteor Ram, and of course they got a Barrier of their own. This
We
is
took the cart
to
back.
get, but
We took the
trying to
cart
push
back.
and
That's
give
so
100 Thieves
funny.
the edge in old economy. But it hasn't stopped Shroud X in the past. They've been able to overcome situations like this, but will it be the case here? Here's the Barrier comes in. Terra wants to drop in with a Kraken impact and does get some debuff to apply, but no critical damage being dealt. It's the Invisible Warman ultimate that's keeping Shroud X topped up, and there it is, the Amplifier. Vinny's able to fall here. Other Domin mates.
He lived!
Vinny back in the fight. Meteor M from TTK, another one that's questionable. It just doesn't really connect. Delena wants to push back, though, into this engagement on that Star-Lord, and I'm not surprised. Force Physics going to knock Terra back. They're not able to connect the Biotic Arm. And Shroud X want to group up here towards that far right side of the map.
Uh-oh.
It's down.
We
They're
lost.
in overtime here already.
They go
100 Thieves
third.
Have to get their skates on. They're going to be able to win this fight. And
Damn,
extend
we
their
fucked up this
They're
map
gonna be
big
slipping
time.
Yeah, Impunity gonna go for the strange
What?
TP. I don't think there's really much hope for this one in the desperate. Hold on, though.
Vinny was in purgatory. My man was stuck.
It's got to be Doomed himself. Hold on, Doomed by another. Gets the bubble for that meter, but the point cap did come through in the moment. He slips out through the portal and well piloted by Doomed. I mean, made that one interesting. 100 Thieves though.
TTK's ults are not hitting today. I know. He has not really hit many.
But they're here on 3rd point. It's still winnable.
Both teams have won fights when they've been pretty disadvantaged in terms of ultimates here.
This is a scuffed game, by the way. Both teams are not playing their best. Both teams are playing like ass, I'm gonna be honest.
Up there on that high ground by SJP. And then we come again.
This is not a game that... This is not a pretty map for either team. I don't think any team... Or any... Yeah, any team is happy with their performance right now. Personally. This is scuffed as fuck.
He backs up. CYA is in position now. 100 Thieves are happy to see these ultimates literally drawn out of Shroud X because they're a little antsy, Jake.
Yeah, both teams, I think, feeling the pressure of this moment. Delana now gonna rip the Galactic Legend, coming in over the top, but Vision already found Terra.
That's a good way of putting it. Both teams feeling the pressure of the moment.
This Star-Lord ultimate. Shroud X holding strong. 100 Thieves, though, in a real position with 4 major ultimates to get this next push.
What a prison. Dongman was so low. Big strangling prison comes out here from Shroud X, but it's not going to be enough as the Thieves snap back into action.
Their combo was better because they had the rocket boost, right? We couldn't burn through their ult at all. No way. We didn't have the boost. We didn't have the juice.
Compelling, really, in terms of ultimates outside of that Galactic Legend. TTK might be looking for their best meteor of the round, which unfortunately wouldn't be saying too much, but it might be enough here to at least get a map completion.
Yeah, TTK would love to find a kill with this meteor. Is going to have to focus on using it, though, for the defensive utility. Needs to deny Doomed for now. Shroud X content to play a little bit of a longer, slower fight. They don't have their ultimates yet, but they're a little bit closer.
I don't know how
dropping
Impunity's still
super
alive.
low, though. Needs a ton of save from the rest of the strategist cast.
Yeah, he caught the same thing, Jake. Somehow, those Shroud X have kept Impunity alive for a while, but eventually they will fall.
TTK is not ulting.
Of course, with the BRB, it's time though to throw down. Meteor M's going to be active, and of course, this Galactic Legend has to connect.
Nice. Very good. Yes. Slay.
Shroud X finally come alive here and stop 100 Thieves in their tracks. TTK trying to limp away here, but they know that their time is very, very short. And that CYA comes out a little bit too late here for SJP. And that'll be the hold here.
I mean, good hold at the end, I guess, but that was ugly. That was ugly for both teams.
Get it to third point. Get those 95 meters. You will be our champion here in 3-0 fashion over the reigning champs, 100 Thieves, in Rivals Fight Night. Shroud X, I don't think anybody thought that they would look like this on their first showing here.
LA changed you, Unk. Bro, you don't know me. How long have you been following me? Let's see. You've been following me for...
They did fairly well, but...
You've been following me for 1 year. You don't know me, little bro. You don't know me.
Obviously, with Shroud's heraldry on them, have taken it to, personally, the need to now overcome this 100 Thieves team. And I'm very, very impressed what we've gotten from them so far.
Who's Dongman?
Finish the job. And
our tank.
At multiple points, 100 Thieves.
60 FPS extraordinaire.
On this map or stop before
Ain't nobody play at 60 FPS like him. Let me tell you.
They need a map completion, and it's not a guaranteed thing.
Super interested to see if we're going to see any kind of strategic change up for Shroud X if they want to approach attack any differently. Wouldn't be shocked to see
how many years does it take to know you?
Mirror match.
Honestly,
that being said, Dongman on the strange. I mean, this
nobody actually really knows me.
For much portal shenanigans. Maybe you could like portal your Star-Lord.
My personality on stream is very different.
Make this work.
You don't know anything about me.
Maybe put somebody behind as a distraction. I would think that could be good for something like a Hela, but of course is banned this game.
You could portal up where 100 Thieves are standing right now with TTK and Co are. Okay, Dongman still on the strange. So if not for the portal,
Mason.
Okay, there's a Punisher in play here. So they actually are.
Wait, Punisher. Wait,
yeah.
You're dead.
How does this go though? Impunity caught on the wrong side of a wall though, and I don't know. I think Shroud X might want to maybe mix it up or go back to what's worked for them so far because this game.
Oh, I see. They did the Punisher just for the opener.
Good 100 Thieves read the play and they just charge forward on the offense. Hey, you're gonna sit still and build a portal, or we're just gonna run it down to your spawn door.
Oh, they were doing the portal. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. They did the portal fucking Punisher turret shit. Ah, I see. I see.
An unconventional strategy that Shroud X were taking.
Yeah, not enough room there for Shroud X to set that up. Now though, see. Lightly occupying the high ground. Delena not fully committing to it here.
Because we are never, ever, ever getting back together. We.
Again, Kraken impact being used
Ding.
by Terra. And it is definitely one of those fights. Catching on to the Rocket Raccoon there, even though it looked like he was out of range. A confident cleanup for 100 Thieves.
Big team wipe, and only popping the Kraken impact. You're feeling pretty great about this defense. 100
Shroud the Elon Musk of streaming, bro. Please do not refer me to that person.
It all starts here in Yggdrasil Path, and to be honest,
I feel like I'm not that hated.
Bring your team spirits back.
I actually think I'm very liked. Now, if I got into politics, maybe. Maybe. I think Asmongold is closer to Elon Musk.
Dragged out of the fight. That's bad. Impunity's in trouble in the back line of 100 Thieves. That is dirty. What a nice pull there for 100 Thieves. Again, bionic arm, and you also have force physics to yank someone out of
What the
position.
fuck, dude? What the hell was that?
And here, this Galactic Legend comes a little bit late in the day. Doomed has already gone down. Vision though doesn't let get any night. It'll hook though. Delena, can they limp away? They do get out with full health, no less here. Shroudx not able to capitalize on a golden opportunity, Jay.
And Vinny also couldn't get res. He's on a long walk back from spawn, and Shroudx knows
Holy
it.
shit. Didn't even matter, but that was a lot of it. What the pull?
For them. Pull in from Terra, but on to Dongman. He's got the shields ready to tank that 100 Thieves coming out of a death choke here. This is a difficult retake.
And he's going to come in from over the top here, try and break the rest of his team out, but he might be a little bit isolated. Here's Dooms now in the back line.
He didn't kill him. Oh, that sucks.
Healing in the nick of time, and oh, buddy, Shroudx are going to be ground to a halt here. Dooms finds the one, but I think he realizes there's nothing more to be done here.
Holy shit, you psycho, Doomed.
Rocket propulsion gets him out of dodge, but still Shroudx return to the drawing board again.
That's a beautiful
100 Thieves is waking up. They're waking up. They're warm. Looking good.
Once again, though.
Fuck, man. Stop buffering, bro. All good. It'll fix.
100 Thieves showing their prowess on this comp. Few ultimates in play. Essentially a reset now, but whatever comes up first is likely to make a huge difference. Harvey, Delena, very close there. 400 Thieves. They could blow this one wide open.
Blow.
Dongmin has looked so good over the course of this series. Trying to bound forward, create that safe.
Uh-oh.
As usual, it's Doom that goes forward with the
Dogman needs to build ult really fucking fast. He needs to build ult so fast. He's not going to have it. Build. Wait, they killed Delena. Oh, he got res, though. Nice, boys. Fee fun.
Everybody on 100 Thieves are pancakes as that Kraken impact cleans them up. And Shroudx, once again, also towards the end of the round, finally get this first checkpoint.
If they're going to do it here on map 3, it's going to be just as desperate as the offense from 100 Thieves. But so far, getting it through that first point is a big milestone, right? We see a lot of teams full held there. We see a lot of teams not able to open that cart door and get
oh, that was so close. Holy shit. Wow, we got Terra to ult. Whoa, better ult. No, no, the Magneto. One thing that's beautiful about TTK. Wait, why didn't we ult? Wait, what? Did Dogman not have it? No, there's no way. There's no way. Dogman fucked that up. Dogman absolutely blundered that. He should have ulted.
And now, Shroudx on the retake. Let's see if Dongman can.
Nah, he was already dead. Oh, okay. Never mind. Well, now he's got to use it. He can't wait. He has to use it.
Very difficult.
He's keenly aware, I think, though, that
just use it. Just use it. Just use it. Just use it.
Uncomfortable position to play into his attackers, but Delena's low, and a bit of splash damage is able to pick them off. Okay, committing the Meteor M as well.
Nice.
Just in case.
Dude, Dogman's out of fucking sync now, bro. That's really bad.
Good looks here from Shroudx, but they've got to do it again in this next fight behind the CYA and the Kraken impact.
Rocket's hiding on the payload. They didn't realize for a second there. Nice job from SJP getting every little second out. Now Shroudx, though, in a great position. Probably just one last team fight here on second point. Shroudx have a big advantage in terms of the ultimates. 100 Thieves, 80% to that invisible woman, invisible boundary. That would make a huge difference. But will they get the opportunity? Knock very early Cosmic Yarn Amplifier. I love to see this with the damage ultimate.
Yeah, just go for it now as well, especially with Vision trying to set up an impact of his own.
Damn.
The closer you get to victory, though,
wait, what? We didn't need that ult right then and there. That was not good. Right?
That's dangerous stuff. Vinny's able to blow into smithereens now. 100 Thieves have some ultimates. Terra flattens him. That's going to be forward with the Kraken impact.
Huh.
And that's Shroudx once again. Sent back to
we... That caught me off guard. We got a RuneScape player, huh? I think we lost this map, but that's okay. Actually, we definitely lost this map. We go next.
And now Shroudx are in a rough position.
He was stuck.
This is a much more difficult spot to be, trying to come back in on the retake. Now you have to walk up through all this spam. Still, I think they should get one more decent fight.
And maybe after that, much more.
Why does no one on your team have skins?
It's got to be here. It's got to be now. If they want to close
Bro.
the series out and they sweep, they've got to win Yggdrasil Park.
Who do you think they are? Oh, big. Big.
The Galactic Legend. He's out of the game, but of course can get back very quickly with the BRB.
You have to ult. I know he doesn't want to. He has to.
And they've got a legend of their own. It's Dooms. He's looking to try and close this out, but Dongman has fallen. Delena Magneto. 100 Thieves, though, still trying to hang on, and Shroud X down to 4 players. Can they make use of the damage amp? Doomed knows he has to make a big play. Try and find a way towards the back line now. Here comes the blast.
Holy fuck, well played, by the way. The way they just split this, the way they just split them there was really, really good. They definitely don't have enough gas, but that was good. Good attempt.
That's 2 kills for Terra in this fight, and a desperate portal has to be used for Shroud X. In they come once more, but Doom.
Oh, this is so much damage. Oh, this is over.
Again, Terra trying to play safe here behind his Magneto, and this portal is not going to be enough. Shroud X don't have the gumption. Here's a
wait. Wait.
It's now expired. Vinny has a prison of his own, but can he get it off? Can he get it?
Kill them! Please!
Impunity is looking very healthy. He turns Vinny into pulp paper. Here's what Groot has become on the other side. As 100 Thieves now starting to run out of steam on this defense. A long fight. Desperately, Shroud X have been able to fight their way through, and TTK might be returned quickly, but it's not going to be enough to defend.
Holy shit! Let's fucking go! That was sick!
Please go now and vote Uber for Caster of the Year.
Good to see you still got the Rap God in.
Bro, the way my team split them up in that room was so fucking good. Holy shit.
Once Terra slammed the door on them like that, but here they go. One last chance, one last minute on the clock. Shroud X looking to get in, and Doomed wants to take the
once again, Doomed is like, you can't beat TTK. Oh, fuck. We have, oh, fuck, we lose here. Oh, no. How do we, oh, God, how do we win this? Oh, God.
The series, at least Team Shroud X would hope. Impunity, hold in deep, needs to get help, though.
How do we win this? Lose fast. I like this. Lose fast. Get one last fight. That's it. You have to get them to blow their load. And now that their load's blown, you go in, you blow your load, and you hopefully win. We have combo. They do not have combo. There is a world in where we win this. There actually is a world.
Yeah, it is gonna be.
I'm serious. A lot of the loads have been blown, and we have a bigger load in our cannon right now.
This group combo, that's what's really scary right now. The threat of that insane burst fire. Delana,
it's all on the Groot. It's all on the Groot. It's all on the Groot. Impunity with the ult.
Good to see he's still willing to take those risks to get aggressive.
Okay, Domi going to go for a meteor of his own. There's a Kraken impact here for Vision. He's going to bide his time, though. CYA for 100 Thieves. Damage boost now active, but the wall's
kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Ah, mamma mia, nice try. I'm surprised. All good, all good, all good, all good. That was close. That was close.
For Shroud X, but not quite enough as 100 Thieves.
If they killed Vinny right there on that hook, the game was over. We won, but it was that close. It came down to the last fucking kill.
Opportunity for them to make the
I don't know where our Groot ult went, but it did not work.
Back-to-back map picks for Team Shroud X. Now we get to see where do they want to take.
Actually, let's see.
Their best style, their best map. Exciting to see this Shroud X squad really take it to 100.
So that Groot ult hits.
Up to 100 Thieves to survive through this group combo. That's what's really scary right now. The threat of that insane burst fire. Delana goes in, takes a risk on the Star-Lord. Shroud X have been great at focus firing him before.
It hit Vinny. Vinny blocked it. Wow. I don't think it would have mattered because TTK shielded. Look right here. Groot ult goes out. TTK shields. It would have, no matter what, I think it would have gotten 8 by the shield. So
he's still willing to take those risks to get aggressive.
Okay, Domi going to go for a meteor. And it's looked so much better this game on the Star-Lord. We talked about this a bunch, like, if there's a chance to buy Hell, maybe Delana's, like, able to just abuse the high ground on this map. And, you know, Jake also questioned.
I think he'd probably throw it on the back wall and then pinning them in the air. Oh.
Very, very good.
Damn, so the Vinny block won them that fight, technically.
You know, on the Winter Soldier. We are, of course, in a composition where you're abusing.
That would have been an insane finale right there. An end. I'm pretty happy with the way the boys are playing, I'll be honest. They're playing well. the decisions that they're making as a team is pretty, like, they fucked up pretty bad in one situation in this game.
Really telling, when Shroud X were very, very close. They lose a fight with their
But it
own
wasn't even
options
like, I mean, it wasn't even that bad of a fuck up. It was like a halfie.
I think Harvey fittingly got MVP decided by the game as well, Jake. He had some massive boundaries being put down, keeping the team up. The Invisible Woman play, something to expect going into game 4.
Yeah, I mean, the strategist at this level, you're just not seeing mistakes. You're seeing incredibly clean play, perfect timing on the ultimates, perfect playmaking.
Do you VOD review with them? Bro, how much time do you think I have?
There's going to be somebody to start the comeback 400.
I'm not fucking Superman.
This guy on your screen right now, and you're seeing why the Winter Soldier is such a comfort pick for the
I
team.
do sometimes watch. If I'm ever off stream, I'll watch them during their scrim sesh. But obviously that's not often because I stream a lot.
Here in Marvel Rivals have come to compete with the very best, and that seems perfectly clear to me now.
Yeah, these bionic arms, man, are so sick. It's subtle, right? You don't normally see it, but generally, like, you just see impunity fly across the map, surrounded by 100 Thieves players.
New skins in the shop? Mamma mia! Let's open up my game.
Right, the only way you can beat that burst healing is like by trying to like take someone out of position, as Wolverine does quite effectively. But between the Invisible Woman, like you mentioned, and that